Easter greetings to you all. During my time as a priest at the cathedral, the media would often come to the major celebrations of Christmas and Easter. Journalists would interview the Archbishop and ask, "Do you think people are attending church this year because of this difficulty or that recent tragedy?" It was a good question, but perhaps a little naive, as there appears to be a general perception that faith is lived by people to get them through the tough times of life. Yes, of course, we are consoled in difficulties through faith. However, living with faith is more about being aware of God's abiding presence every day and in every situation, in every moment of life. We hear something of the difficult times when those closest to Jesus try to come to terms with the crucifixion. The human emotions of shock, disbelief, and immense sadness are real for the women in the Gospel account as they go to the tomb. These feelings are similar for us when we live through the unexpected death of a loved one, the trials of illness, or just living within the world where discord and violence appear to flourish. Hence, we can find ourselves asking, how does the death and resurrection of Jesus touch us when we face the trials of life? How are we to understand this Easter day? Today and every day, we are to see Christ's resurrection as a bridge that takes us from the side of life that is sad or hopeless and even death itself to another side, to a new vision and the promise of a new day. Christ is the bridge because as God's own Son, he entered into pain and suffering so that God actually knows what this, the human condition, is all about. God knows because God has been there and has come through it all to life, yes, for you and me. A clue to how we should look at the cross in our lives is to look again at the story of the Easter Gospel. The women in their grief are making their way to the tomb of Jesus, believing that the end has come, there is no more. As they go, they ask the question, but who will roll away the stone? In other words, who will roll away this anguish that we are suffering, this pain beyond compare? But when they got to the tomb, they found it was no longer to be a burden, that someone had already rolled it away. Someone had already conquered their pain and suffering, and life beyond the tomb has been born. This is resurrection. This is the bridge. Jesus risen from the dead. And with his eyes, we can see the whole of life's realities in a totally different way. It is the story of Jesus, our risen Saviour, but it is our story too. Happy Easter.